Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we're super happy to have you here. And if you've been listening and enjoying for a while, I would be super grateful if you would please take a moment to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's one of the best and simplest ways to pay it forward and help others find the show so that they too can tap into the powerful perspectives and positive vibrations we are collectively emanating. The other unique and magical way to share this show is by sending any friends you think would benefit from listening to this podcast our Game with the Universe link at positivehead.com/game. Also listed in the show notes, which will serve them up a quote-unquote random episode when they click it. Just instruct them before clicking the link to close their eyes for a moment and sincerely ask the universe to cue up the episode that contains the insight and perspectives that they most need to hear at this point in their life journey, and then click to listen to whatever episode is synchronistically served up to them. I have heard time and time again from people about the incredible results they received playing the game. So just tell your friends magical results are guaranteed or their karma back.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome one and all. Thank you so much for joining me on this magical today. Today, I thought I would share a little something magical and fun with you all. A little special treat, because I pulled a very short clip of the regression that I did with Sarah Breskman Cosme. She put me out in trance, and we went through a past life regression at the Stairway to the Stars event in Las Vegas back in November. Now, what's awesome about this is I'm going to play you this little clip, and you can also go to the disclosurefest.org website and still purchase this entire event, 40 plus speakers, and all of the talks that are there, and see this entire regression if you're interested in hearing more than the 15 minutes that I'm going to play of it, because I'm going to play you this life that I went into, an ancient Lumerian life. And I'm going to play this because the energies of connection, unity, togetherness, gathering, and how powerful that is when we do this together, when we get together, when we pray, when we have pure intention. And I think that the message is so incredibly important. And this is why we're hearing so much about Lumeria nowadays, because we're bringing back these energies. We're bringing back our remembrance of this time, because the energies now are ever present for this same type of living, the same type of energy and behavior. So take a listen to this Stairway to the Stars live regression done by Sarah Breskman Cosme.
Tell me more about what you notice about yourself.
I just feel alive. I feel vibrant. I feel at one with the environment there. It feels sparkly even. I don't see it sparkly, it feels sparkly.
What do you mean by that?
It just makes, that's how it makes me feel inside. Being there.
Can you describe this environment to me?
It's a very, very large field. And in the distance, there are some trees, but where I am, it's just very open and vast. And it goes up a tiny bit of a hill, but not. It's almost flat, but there's a little bit of an incline when you walk towards the trees.
What do these trees look like?
Like bushy, even like full.
And do you notice any people or anybody else there?
No.
Do you get a sense if you live nearby?
I think I do. I think it's somewhere back behind the trees.
Can you go to where it is that you live and be there now and tell me about it?
It looks like a hut. like a circular hut with a, what do you call it? Cone, like top roof. And the door is like made of sticks. And there's like one diagonal piece, like two big horizontal, like one's up on the top and the bottom, and then one diagonal piece, and then the rest of the whole door is sticks.
What does it look like inside?
There's like nothing. There's nothing. It's just dirt.
Are there any smells that are associated with this place?
Oh, the dirt.
How do you feel in this place?
Dirt is so... The smell of earth. And it's so safe. It surrounds me. And it just feels like home.
Tell me more about that.
Again, it's the sense of oneness with the environment here. It's the sense of being at one with the ground, with the dirt. It just feels so good and grounding and safe in there.
Really soak up that feeling. How do you spend your time in this place? Do you get a sense?
I spend my time with the plants. I just walk around and I talk to them. And they talk to me.
What do they say?
It depends on the day. It depends on what I'm asking them or what my intentions are that day. Say I just want to have fun, then they'll have fun with me. Say I want to learn, then they will teach me. Say I want to understand our connections, they will show me.
What kind of things do they show you about your connections?
They show me how we all live and breathe together. How we're all made of the same dirt. How we breathe the same air. Made of the same stuff. And they help me to remember that and to see it every day.
It's beautiful. Is there anything else that you notice that looks important about this scene?
No.
Okay, let's leave that scene and let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to where something important is happening, and be there now. What's the very first thing that you notice?
There's others. There's many others now. And there's a fire, like where we all live. And we just gather around the fire. We pray together. We laugh. We share. It's all women.
How would you describe these women?
My sisters.
Tell me more.
We feel the connection that the nature teaches us to remember. We feel that connection with each other. We work together with these connections.
How do you work together?
We work together energetically. We do ceremony. We pray.
Can
We
you
laugh.
Can you describe your ceremony?
We circle the fire. We sing. We're silent. send our intentions. We feel each other. We all can feel each other.
How does this feel?
It feels like what one knows the other knows. Like when one of us knows, the other knows. Like, especially when we're in this circle, it's like it goes round and round and round, and everyone can pick it up. So it's like we're sharing our knowledge together when we do this.
How does this feel to you?
It feels really good. It's very powerful. It's very connected. It feels safe. It feels so safe.
And how would you describe this place?
The woods. It's the woods. So we're under the trees.
What
We're
does
just
it,
in the woods. In our space. In our home. Together.
beautiful. Anything else that seems important about this?
The fire. The fire.
Tell me about the fire.
The fire rises with our prayer. Its embers. They get sent out. The fire sends out our prayers.
Oh, tell
In
me
the
about
air.
that.
It just sends it out in the air. It rises up. It's nature speaking to us. It's another way that it speaks, that we know the prayers have been sent.
How does this make you feel?
Like we did our job. Like we're doing our job.
Do you feel as if you have a job?
That is our job. That is our only job. That is our main focus. To be together, to build this energy, to send this energy, to love, to feel our connections with the earth, to feel our connections with each other, to feel our connections with Creator, with fire, with earth, with air, with water, to feel it all. And to be that and to live it every day, in each and every moment.
How do you spend your days exactly?
Well, when we wake, we have our moments alone, which is what I described to you earlier. Where I do my walk, and I commune, and I breathe in the beauty, and the freshness, and the love. We eat, we gather, we intend, we pray, and we laugh, and we eat and we sleep, and that's what we do. There's nothing else to do. That's all we do.
Is there anything else that looks important about this?
No.
Okay, let's leave that scene and let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to the very last moment of that life and be there now. What makes it the very last moment?
When is our time, and we know. We know. It is as if we decide. We just decide. It's time. There's no more for me to do here. It is time to move on to the next experience. Oh.
What is that like?
And the sisters gather. They gather and they send me off in the water.
Tell me
And
about
they
that.
pray. They pray as I go to sleep, and I let the ocean take me.
And what do you experience?
I just go to sleep, and I float. I float out into the middle, and it's like there's a portal I go down. And I enter, and I go down, and it's like dark. I just go, I sink down into it. And then I'm just at one with nothing.
You're at one with nothing? How does that feel?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it just feels at one with everything. It just feels like there's no difference. There's no separation. It just is. It just is. It's just there. There's nothing describable.
Oh, I see. Now that your soul has left that body behind, do you get a sense as to what the purpose or the lesson for that life was?
To learn to serve. To learn connections. To learn to love. To learn how to work together. To be together, to understand the power of group and what you can do together. What you can do together, to see what you can do together, how powerful you are together. You see what you can do alone when you spend your alone time, and then you see the difference when you're together. You can't make the fire rise when you're alone. You can, it takes a lot more, but when you're together, it's so easy. It's so easy, it just happens. You don't even need to think about it. The power of the group.
Is there anything else that looks important about that lifetime?
The purity of intention. Living each moment with intention and purity and love. Recognizing around you. Oh, and being grateful for everything. Everything that is you. Knowing that it is. Feeling that it is. With every breath. With every step. Every blade of grass that goes between your toes, feeling the connections.
Is there anything else about that lifetime that looks important?
The gold. The gold. We use that as a symbol for what we're remembering within ourselves.
Tell me about
To create that within ourselves. To create that golden, shiny light within ourselves, so that is what we share with all. That gold is a reminder of our power.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Before we continue on with today's episode, for those of you interested in getting more fantastic fungi in your life, I want to take a quick moment to tell you about a friend of mine's brand new company, The Great Mother. Recently, I have been drinking The Great Mother's superfood mushroom coffee alternative called Ritual, as well as regularly taking their awesome Ally microdoses, and I am truly loving both. As you probably know, these days, many of the world's highest achievers and performers swear by microdosing. The problem is it can still be difficult to get a hold of magic mushrooms. That's why when my friend reached out, who lives in an area and country where legalization is not a problem like it was in the past, and said he'd be willing to offer microdoses to my listeners, I wanted to pass the word along. Ally microdoses are 100% organic. And in addition to a small amount of the magic active ingredient, they also contain functional mushrooms like lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, and other brain boosters like bacopa. Ally is essentially a full spectrum nootropic. And of course, the coffee alternative Ritual doesn't contain magic mushrooms, but it has an array of the best organic functional mushrooms in the world. And, with functional mushrooms, it's really important to get them from the highest integrity sources. And whereas some other highly popular mushroom coffee alternatives on the market only contain a few varieties of functional mushrooms in their actual ingredients, Ritual has 7. Not only does it contain more types, it also contains 3 to 4 times the amount that the big brands have in each serving. And it tastes amazing. I actually like to have it on its own, as well as mixing it into my coffee sometimes as well. However, since this is definitely a unique offering, there are a few steps. First, just reach out and request to follow the private page, The Great sarah.mother on Instagram. Once you've been accepted to follow, just message what you're interested in getting and someone will get back to you.
A reminder of how powerful we are when we stay centered in loving unity, remembering our connections with each other, with the whole, knowing that we're all made of the same stuff. I think that is going to do it for me today, everybody. Remember, if you'd like to hear the rest of the regression when she calls my higher self, because that's what she's about to do right where I cut it, or if you want to hear Bashar's talk, or Elizabeth April, or Julia Cannon, or Randall Carson, or Adam Apollo, or all the different panels, there's so much to see and explore and learn. Go to disclosurefest.org and you can purchase the entire conference. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. And with that, I'm going to leave you with this song by Dea Dova, The Legends of Lumeria, a Krizra remix. Until next time, love you all.
Yamanaka enough.